Do you think anybody would like to ask any questions?
I'd like to say that looking at Dame Beryl and listening to her, she rather gives a lie to your remarks about a ballet dancer's life being short.
Well, it does, but she's rather special. There are very few dancers that survive that long. I can't think of any of the ballerinas or the male dancers. I think Chatfield's still with us.
Chatfield, yes, Philip, I get emails from him. He lives beside Brisbane. Brian died 4 years ago. But his wife, a dancer, Dorothea Zames, Dolly, she's still alive. Yes, I heard from her. Yes.
Can I ask Dame Beryl how it is? I know you teach, don't you?
Yes.
And coach and so on.
Yes.
How do you find the young dancers today?
How do
you find the young dancers today? Are they different? Are they differently trained to the way that you were?
Well, the whole background is quite different. I mean, I think you can say now dance is established in this country, whichever dance form you choose to take. And now there's a wide choice, and the teachers are by far much better qualified. The conditions under which they work are better. I mean, before the Second World War, rather, in the 30s, I was talking just Pauline Clayton still alive. She and I were dancing at Covent Garden together. What?
I'm her niece.
You're her niece. Well, Pauline was talking with me, and we were saying how before the war, the Second World War, so many teachers taught in their front rooms. You know, Nancy Robinson, for instance, along the Streatham, what is now a shopping centre. They were all beautiful homes and houses, and that's where so many grew up. Today, I think, although it's accepted, I think the children have a much more difficult time because there are so many choices. There are so many things for them to do: swim and horse ride, ice skating, you know. And so to find a child who is really totally focused on dance, they're few and far between. I don't think they're used to accepting discipline. I don't mean it in a harsh sense, but discipline in order to do what you're told without querying. They accept it much more readily. I mean, we will never dream of questioning anything our teacher taught us. It's changed. I mean, the whole background is so different. Whether it's better or not, I don't know. First of all, ballet. When was that? 68. We used to have, I was absolutely staggered because I'd been sheltered from the rest of the world by living in the Royal Ballet from the age, well, really, of the school.
Are dancers today less injury prone because of the better training?
No, they're not. You get an awful lot of injuries.
Did you get many?
Did I? No, I was very lucky.
Dame Beryl, do you remember at Covent Garden one evening, and I have to tell you I was up in the gods, which was all I could afford. It was half a crown in those days. We've all queued up outside little benches in turn in order to get our tickets.
Yes, little stools.
That's right. And you flew across the stage and went flat. As the lion said, you were absolutely divine. You went off, came back again. Constant Lambert was conducting in a semi-drunken state. And you came on to tumultuous. And I have never forgotten.
There was one time when I was supposed to jump on John Field's shoulder in Ballet Imperial, Balanchine's very difficult ballet. And I jumped up and he didn't catch me and I went right and landed flat on my back. Accidents do happen, yes.
They were a very happy day.
I think one more question, and then I'm going to interrupt everybody for another 2 seconds, and Anybody else got one final question?
Could I ask both to tell us the highlights of their long careers?
Colin.
Thank you, Mr. Norris.
Starting with the photographer, of course.
That's a very good question.
I think one of the highlights is when I met another photographer who inspired me, called Hungarian, called Michael Pater, and he really taught me about photography, and that was probably the best thing that's happened, really. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have done it, or been a photographer at all. But he was an inspiration.
But you get into your photographs a sort of a realism and intimacy that as an onlooker one can tune into and get a little glimpse of a world we don't know anything about. It's tremendous. It's wonderful. Well, you'll see it. You will see it all.
Yes.
I love that one of the swan, the back. You can see all the muscles that are involved. And the sort of feeling that you get in rehearsal. And the tiredness, and she's, oh dear, when are we going to be called again? She's sitting waiting to be called. You know, if you're working with a choreographer, well, I don't have to tell you, some of you will all be called, the whole company who are in it, and you may sit around the whole day and the choreographer doesn't get to you. I feel that's one of those.
I think they were rehearsing Sleeping Beauty.
There we are.
Because that's Betty.
Betty, she still teaches.
Yes, she's still working.
At the Opera House. Yes, I adore that photograph. I mean, the thing is that you've got real dance photographs plus all these wonderful personal, intimate touches that very few photography. You were either one or the other. You managed to do both. That was fantastic.
And then Beryl, one of your highlights of your career?
Oh, dancing at Bolshoi, undoubtedly.